watching with kids right now, I recommend coming back at a later time just because some of this content is for a more mature audience. I feel like I sound professional when I say that, for a more mature audience. Absolutely. I am a married woman, so I was having sex regularly while taking these pills, these supplements, and also the suppositories. And even sometimes after I would do the suppository, we would have sex. It's like a spontaneous thing, it wasn't planned. And I never had any issues with it. There was never any burning, so yep, sex is okay. First of all, this is not a cure. And I can't say that this is gonna cure any of you. I can't make any claims like that. I can only tell you that it cured me and it cured my HPV and cervical dysplasia. What it's gonna do for you, I am not sure. When it specifically comes to genital warts, I don't know because I didn't have that strain of HPV. I could imagine that this would do the same thing because you're just boosting your body's immune system. So you're giving your body the tools that it needs to basically fight off any kind of infection, any virus, anything like that. You're just giving it the best chance that it's gonna have. If you do try this regimen or something similar to it and you have success or failure, please comment below and let us know exactly what you did, how long you did it, and your results, because it's really awesome to be able to help other people who are gonna be looking at this video down the road. That way they can kind of get an idea if they actually wanna do it or not. So for me personally, there was no side effects. Really, I think I told you guys this in the first video, but the only side effect that I had was that I just didn't get sick at all during the 6 months that I was taking it. But I did look it up again, and after scouring the internet, I found that Beta Glucan doesn't have any known side effects. AHCC doesn't really have any known side effects. The only potential problem that you could run into is if you have an autoimmune disorder. And for those of you who don't know what this is, it's basically where your immune system is attacking your body. It's getting confused, there's some misfiring going on, and it thinks that maybe like your ligaments or something inside your body is a foreign invader, and so they're attacking it. This is like what causes things like arthritis or lupus or anything like that. So the moral of the story is that because you're putting your immune system in turbo boost, like beast mode, you could run into some issues because your immune system is working so well, and if it is already attacking something inside of your own body, this could be problematic. What I would do if it was me is I would slowly taper up with the pill taking. Take about 1/4 of the amount, see how you feel for a couple days, bring it up a little bit to about half the amount, see how you feel for a couple days, and then slowly kind of work your way up to the full dose. I think people should do this in general, even if you don't have an autoimmune disorder, because it just helps to ease your body into doing the supplements and anything really. Of course, if you're having any kind of side effects, if any of your autoimmune disorders are flaring up, you need to stop it immediately. Anytime you're doing something like this, please make sure that you consult your medical doctor, because they're the ones who are really going to be able to give you a better idea of what you need to do for your body. No, I'm not taking these supplements anymore. I pretty much stopped right after I got the results back from my Pep smear that I was good and I was clear and I didn't have any of this stuff anymore. So I stopped it right then and there. That being said, I still do take a very low dose of the Beta Glucan. This is just to help boost my immune system in general, and I will take this for the rest of my life. The reason being is because clearly something is going on with my immune system where it's not functioning as high as the average person's, because it wasn't able to clear the HPV on its own. And I'd rather err on the side of caution. I only spend about $15 a month on the really low dose of Beta Glucan. I'm also taking an organic food sourced vitamin and mineral, selenium, cod liver oil, stuff like that. My husband did not take these supplements, but looking back in hindsight, I definitely would have had him do the regimen with me. The same exact thing that I did for the 6 months that I did. The reason that he didn't do them is because number one, I did not know if this was gonna work. Number two, it's kind of pricey. Number three, he's a man. Let's be real. I feel like I've already bombarded him with enough supplements as it is, just with his multivitamin and his fish oil, and he's on selenium and all kinds of different supplements. So the moral of the story is yes, I definitely would have had him on it. And that brings me to my next question. Yes, I will be getting pap smears done twice a year, and I'll probably do this for the next few years. I want to make sure that everything is good to go, that this HPV doesn't come back, or I don't have more problems with my cervix. So I want them to keep a close eye on it. Any changes happen, I will absolutely let you guys know, because these videos are all for you, so you can make a decision that's best for you and your body. So the diet that I did during this 6 months and that I still do is called the paleo diet. It's basically known as the caveman diet, and all it is that, well, all it is, it's kind of a lot, but basically I'm completely grain-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free. And I kind of modify this a little bit to my body. So I do consume raw organic cheese and a lot of grass-fed butter. It's a difficult diet to follow, especially at first, but now I absolutely love it. I don't think I will ever go back to eating how I used to, just the standard American diet. I don't buy any processed food, nothing that has sugar already in it. So it's a lot of work. I have to make all of our salad dressings. We're eating a lot of vegetables, fruits, meats, a lot of eggs. I eat 6 eggs a day. We go through a dozen eggs a day, if you can believe that. We go through 30 dozen eggs a month. It's kind of crazy, but I love eggs because, oh my gosh, they're so filling and they're so good. I used to not like eggs, but once you cut out all the crap, real food tastes so good. I do drink occasionally. I'm not really a big drinker, like a daily basis thing. My husband will make fun of me all the time, or not make fun of me, but he laughs and teases me because he'll ask me, oh, do you want a glass of wine? And I always tell him yes. And then he'll pour me a little bit and I'll probably take 2 sips and then I'm done and he finishes it. So usually when I drink, it's because it's a social thing. I mostly drink wine, and the liquor that I choose to drink is tequila, just because it comes from an agave plant, and if you get the top shelf, it has a really limited amount of sugar in it, and it's a very pure form of liquor. If you're gonna have liquor, that's probably the best one for you. And like, I'll either drink it straight up or I'll just mix it with some, homemade lemonade or something like that I just sweeten with some raw honey. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Sometimes I will have some champagne, but I can't have beers or anything like that because obviously I'm grain-free. I can only tell you from my experience that I took both. The reason that I decided to kind of go all out with these supplements is because it was only for 6 months. I really wanted to make sure that I did everything that I could to eliminate this myself. If I was completely strapped for cash and there's just no way that I could afford both, then I would choose the AHCC over the Beta Glucan for one simple reason, because of the study that was done at Texas University finding that it was able to completely clear up the HPV. Although they don't know if it clears up the stage 3 cervical dysplasia, someone who's as advanced as I was. It did for me, but I was also taking the Beta Glucan. Decide what you want to do, how far you want to go with it. Absolutely not, and I will never put that poison in my body again. I used to take it, it was a while back, and it gave me the worst mood swings, like bad mood swings, where I would just all of a sudden be so irritable and it sucked. And nobody liked being around me when that would happen. The other issues that I had with it was that I physically could not take it anymore because I would go to take the pill every night and I would start to gag before I even put the pill in my mouth. I would have to sit there for 5 minutes and talk myself into just swallowing this teeny tiny pill, which I take supplements all day. I take big horse pills. I do not ever have a problem taking them. I don't gag, nothing like that. So after a few months of doing this, I finally realized that it's probably my body trying to tell me something. So I stopped taking it. I'm so glad I did, because when I finally looked up the side effects and what birth control can do long term to a woman's body, it was scary, to say the least. It does a lot of damage, and I recently just saw an article that came out on Yahoo News talking about birth control and how it can make women extremely sad, but not depressed, just sad all the time. That's not an acceptable side effect. That is not an acceptable side effect at all. Listen to your body, and if you are having any little issues at all, pay attention, and as always, do what's best for you. And if it's best for you to take birth control, keep taking your birth control. But it just wasn't best for me. No, I stopped using tampons after, again, I found all of the ingredients that could potentially be in tampons, and the fact that they don't have to disclose these ingredients was just ridiculous. I cannot believe that this is actually a thing. We need to change that law as soon as possible. Women should be treated with more respect, especially every woman should know the side effects for anything that they're putting on or in their body, and ingredients should always be disclosed. This is just common sense. But so I stopped using tampons. Now I use what's called a Diva cup, which just goes in. It's really easy to use. And then I also use, what is it called? I can't remember the name of it, but basically it's like a padded underwear. It has charcoal in it. It sounds nasty because I thought the same thing, and everyone that I know that uses them were like totally grossed out by it at first, but it really does work, and it's really awesome, and there's no bad smell, and you just wash them alone in the washer, and then you hang dry them, and they're really, really easy to use, and they don't look like granny panties. It's nothing like that. So if you haven't heard of these, look them up. I will leave a link below on the stuff that I use. A lot of people are asking what essential oil I used. I used a brand that's called Young Living, and they claim to be pure 100%, all that good stuff. I don't recommend buying essential oils from the grocery store, just because they say 100% pure, but they really don't have a lot of standards that make sure that they're 100% pure. So try to find them from a clean source. There's a lot of companies out there that make them clean and give you the best quality, but especially when you're inserting an essential oil vaginally, you really want to make sure that you're getting the pure thing. And some people are concerned with the essential oils, and they're kind of just asking me like, hey, is it safe to use that much? If you feel like the dosage that I did is a little bit too high, then what I recommend is just cutting the dosage in half and adding more coconut oil to the suppository. So that way you're getting less. And I think these are the basic questions that I pretty much got answered. As always, you guys can leave comments below and ask me any questions. I understand putting your information on blast to the entire world isn't exactly an ideal thing to do. And you guys, I've been getting a lot of these messages, and almost every single one has this underlying guilt associated with it. Like they're dirty, or they're nasty, or they feel just disgusted that they have this STD, they have HPV, they feel like they deserve what they got. And that is just so far from the truth. Stop thinking that way. I hate that there's any kind of guilt or anything associated with this diagnosis. Fortunately for me, I really don't care too much what other people think, because I know how much God loves me. I know that He has forgiven me, He has healed me. So, and when I say forgive me, it's more like I've forgiven myself for the past mistakes that I've made, and He always forgives us. You know, he loves us so much. It's just, it's amazing. So, but if you are sensitive to what people have to say, I understand, and that's okay. Shoot me a private message and we can talk there. Keep in mind, I am not a medical doctor. I do not have medical training in this field, and that all of this research that I've done, all of the information that I have was the same research that you can do. It is out there for sure. Just let God guide you to what is best for you. I promised this video like 3 weeks ago, but I don't know. I think I need to get a assistant. Who wants a job? I need an assistant to help me with life. Can you come and clean my house and do my laundry? And yeah, I only have one, so what is it like with more than one kid? I guess I'll be finding out one of these days. No, I am not pregnant, but I plan for future siblings for my daughter. If you guys want to see any more videos on this topic, just leave a comment below and let me know. That way I have an idea of what you guys want to hear.